Hello everyone, this is KaiFu here. Today we're game 1 in the series for FoWTCG held in Melbourne. This is the Asia Grand Prix held in Melbourne and we're in round 3 at the moment. On my right side we have Joseph playing a red rush deck along with a combination of black, while on my left side we have Franky playing black-green using Loki as the ruler to produce a lot of black will for control. So let's get on the match itself. Now let's have a little tour of each of the ruler. Now I know I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know what the Red Samurai does, because the Red Samurai allows all your 2 costs up below to attack right away, regardless what color it is. So making a really a really good ruler to use for any beginner. Now, as for Loki, it's pretty much only in the Valhalla set only, so majority of the America doesn't have these rulers yet, so I'll explain what Loki does. What Loki does is that by paying 400 life points, you can produce 1 dark will for the turn, so pretty much it will accelerate your play and gives you more options to interact with your opponent's play on their opponent's turn. So it's really a good ruler overall. It's one of the top tier rulers people been using over the world. Well, for people who actually have the Valhalla set actually. Now let's go back to the game itself. Now as you saw earlier in the game, Joseph tried to go really aggressive, but however Franky got a life break and able to put the Beetle on the field to defend himself. And then Joseph tried to go a bit more aggressive, attacking for 500 point damage with the Twin Blade Skeleton. But Franky says no by doing a Kiss of Death. They'll be wondering how can you activate 2 costs on your opponent's turn. It's really simple. Loki's ability by paying 400 life points, producing 1 black will for the turn, and he already had a 1 open magic stone to able to do that. Again, Joseph's trying to go really aggressive again, attacking directly with everything he got and burning and giving him explosion by discarding Ophius. That's what he actually wanted to do. The reason why he actually discarded Ophius to the bin is allowing him to remove Resident from his bin to resurrect Ophius from the graveyard and put it back in rest position. Now let's go back to the game itself. Franky is currently sitting on 3,200 life points because he's been paying a lot of life points using Loki's ability, and then he played Ode of the Dead, resurrecting Kukunuchi. Now you're wondering, how did Kukunuchi go to graveyard? It was early in the game that before I actually talk about the game itself, it was actually discarded by the Beetle. The Beetle itself allows you to discard a card from hand, and the Resonate of itself gains plus 200 attack and plus 200 defense. Now Kukunuchi has a really good ability at the end phase of your turn, draw until you have 7 cards, so it's a compulsory ability forcing you to get hand advantage. And Joseph's trying to go really aggressive again with the Ophius, attacking direct for 600, but Franky has an instant spell using Thunder removing off the field. And then Joseph play another aggressive card on the field, attacking direct for 500 point more damage. At the moment Joseph's hand doesn't look really good at all, since his hand been using so much resource putting on the battlefield, attacking for really hard damage overall. While on my left side, Franky has a lot of hand resources, but however he actually life break into a Morrigan. Morrigan is not really a good life break, or it's not actually a good life break at all. The reason why is that the life break is really terrible for him. What the Morrigan's life break does is that when you life break it, destroy a resident on your field, hence why the Kukunuchi actually die. And not only that, you have to discard a card from your hand. So if you're already in a losing position and you life break into a Morrigan, you pretty much it's game over for you. But however, since Franky does have enough hand resource due to Kukunuchi's draw ability, allow him to get a lot of hand resource and makes more play. And again, paying 400 more life points to put the Gretel on the field and tapping 1 stone to get more resource. Now back to Joseph's turn. Joseph's trying to go really aggressive now because with the advantage lost on Franky's turn, he life break into a Morrigan, allowing him to hit a lot more damage with the Demon and the Ophius overall, try to hit a hard number damage to reduce the opponent's life down to 0, which is Franky. Now Ophius is sitting on 600 attack, 200 defense, while the Demon is sitting on 500 attack, 500 defense. But however, it got extra booster from these True Firestone. The True Firestone allows you to tap 1 Firestone and tap itself to give a Resonate to do extra 200 point or more damage this turn. It doesn't add the stat, but the extra 200 more damage, which will actually put Franky in a bad position because he's draining his life with Loki's ability overall. And Joseph tried to play the equip spell card to equip his Ophius, but however Franky prevented from happening by using Absolute Cake Zone to prevent from allowing Joseph to use a lot of damage on the board. Attacking directly with the demon, but Franky responded with Thunder, not allowing it to happen. But however, Joseph is still going a bit aggressive, trying to take Franky down to as low as possible in range for the burn spell he has in hand. Like I said before, Rush deck generally use a lot of hand resource or use a lot of resources in hand, so leaving themselves wide open. So a control deck will actually counter this deck if it was played effectively by the control player. Look at Franky's hand, has a lot of cards in hand, can actually field wipe his field if possible, and by field wiping Joseph on my right side would not have enough cards to actually do any more aggressive plays. Now Franky is thinking about his plays at the moment because he is low on life point, regardless if you're a good control player or not. If your life point is going really low to the point that it's in range of a burn spell, you will actually lose the game. But since I think Franky's kind of desperate and Judgment right away. The Judgment cost doesn't require paying any will, it just only costs you 1000 life point. So by doing that, you can actually J activate. Now, on the J rule side, Loki has 3 different abilities. The first ability for each card in your graveyard, it gains extra 100 defense. And when it comes to play, it triggers the Enter skill. The Enter skill is check the top 10 cards of your deck and add one of them to your hand and shuffle the rest back to the deck. And the last ability is really simple, remove a resident in your graveyard to deal 100 points of damage to all resident on the field, so it applies a lot of AoE damage on the board. So let's see what can Franky do now. Franky still has a lot of cards in hand and still has 4 magic stones open for him to create a lot of plays, but it depends, does he want to create any plays at all. Ooh, he doesn't actually create any plays, but however Franky is only on 600 life point, so a single like Purring Fire, 2 Thunders, 2 Flame Lancers could actually finish Franky off. But unless Franky has a double cancel spell like 2 Absolute Cake Zone or 2 Force Drain to actually stop the burn spell from happening. Attacking directly with 712 by Joseph, going really aggressive again. However, Franky actually blocked it with the Loki J Ruler, destroying the 7 Dwarf because 7 Dwarf is only 700 defense while Loki's attack is 800 attack, so it's just enough to run over it. And not only that, combined with Loki's AoE damage, removing 2 resident on the field, deal 200 damage onto all resident on the field. So that's why Ophius went to the graveyard, because Ophius defense is really fragile, it's only 200 defense. Paying 2, putting another 7 Dwarf on the field, but Franky actually cancelled the summon, not allowing him to put it on the field. So now Franky is still in a strong position, regardless if his life point low or not. He doesn't let an opponent play anything on the field, it's fine overall. And Joseph put it back at Ophius back on the field to get some extra defense or extra offense in the next round. Franky plays the Tree Sprout. What Tree Sprout does is that you can discard one win card from your hand to produce 3 green wheels for the turn, but it depends what Franky discard. He's actually discarding the Gretel to produce 3 green wheels for the turn, and tapping for another magic stone for using Loki's ability to tap another magic stone, using 3 green wheels and 2 magic stones to play Kukunuchi from his hand to the field. Now, like I said before, Kukunuchi allows you to draw up to 7 cards at the end of the turn. But however, since Franky only has 3 cards, allowing him to draw 4 more cards, getting extra resources overall. Not only that, Franky still has 2 open magic stones, allowing him to interact with the opponent's play. Now, Joseph is in a really endangered zone at the moment, regardless of how low Franky's life point is. As long Franky survives with 100 life point, he's still able to win the game because he's getting a lot of resource. While Joseph on the other hand doesn't have a lot of resource overall, attacking fighters directly with the werewolf. But however, Franky removed 3 resident from his graveyard to do 300 damage to all resident on the battlefield. So all resonator that Joseph had on the field just got destroyed. Not only that, the werewolf actually burned Joseph 500 point more damage because the fact that he didn't control a moon card on the field. Tapping, producing another magic stone, I'm pretty sure that's what all Joseph can do at the moment, besides removing a resident from his graveyard to put another resident on the field to create more field presence. Back to Franky's turn now. Franky's thinking about his play at the moment. Before the recovery, he can activate a lot of instant spells, but he chooses not to, tapping for another magic stone. Not only that, he has a lot of AoE damage using Loki's ability. Not only that, has draw power from Kukunoichi, and he actually played the Goat down. The Goat, what actually does is, when it comes to play, the control of the card gains extra 800 life points. So gaining extra life points from a rush deck is really good because meaning that you will have more life to gain. And then he played another gun to field and gaining another 800 life point, putting him back to a 2200 life point. Now, Joseph is really in a danger zone at the moment because Franky able to gain back a total of 1600 life point. And not only that, he has field presence, he has draw power from Kukunoichi, and has a lot of resonance in recover position, allowing him to block more attack. I think Franky actually forgot to draw cards in this end phase, but he will be drawing it when it will be reminded on in the video. So let's see what happens. Now it's back to Joseph's turn now. Joseph can attack directly with Ophius, but it will get killed again by not using AoE damage from Loki, but actually blocking with the Goat. A really interesting choice. If I was him, I would actually block with the Tree Spell, because the Tree Spell doesn't do anything unless Joseph plays a standby, because the Tree Spell also has an additional ability, except besides producing 3 green wheels, he actually sacrificing the spell to destroy a standby on the field, so allowing not opponent having any card on the field at all. And there we go, having Franky draw an additional card because he forgot to draw 7 cards, and it is a compulsory build, you have to do it regardless what it is. Blocking again with the Goat, and using the Wolf again, and burning extra 500 point damage towards Joseph because he doesn't control a moon on the field. Now Joseph only has 1 card in hand, no cards on the field, and he only has an open bin to keep recycling. While Franky on my left side has a J-Roll on the field, has Kukunoichi, has a Tree Sprout, and none of that has 8 cards in hand. That is overwhelming already. But let's see what happens from here. He's playing another red on the field to produce another magic stone to speed things up without tapping his ruler. So now he can actually use his rule to attack directly. Attacking directly with Kukunoichi, putting Joseph down to 1800 life point. Well, might as well use Kukunoichi to attack, right? There's no point letting him sitting there doing nothing all the time. So let's see what can he do. Attacking directly? No, he's actually producing another magic stone to gain more resources. Playing the green beetle on the field, allowing him to go a bit more aggressive overall, or discarding cards he doesn't want, and at the end phase redrawing, so which is a really good play overall. End phase drawing 1 card from his hand, allowing him to do a lot of plays. And then Joseph at the end phase life break into Twin Blade Skeleton. Twin Blade Skeleton has a life break. What it does is just put it on the battlefield. That's literally it, but however, thanks to it was during the end phase that allowed the Twin Skeleton to attack right away. Now Joseph's still thinking about his play, even though he did life break into a skeleton, doesn't really put him in a better position than he was before, because the fact that he still had to deal with a lot of residents on the battlefield. Not only that, was also with like 5 magic stone open that Franky has, because it shows that Franky does have a lot of interaction. Attacking directly with the skeleton, but however Franky using AoE damage again with the Loki's build, removing a resident from his area, doing 100 point damage to all residents on the field. Now Joseph is attacking again with the Ophius, but blocking with the Sprout. Oh no, blocking with the Gretel. Now Joseph has no cards on the field, only 1 card in hand, so he's not really in a good advantage at the moment. Playing the demon, attacking directly, but however killing it right away with thunder response by Franky. Now it shows that how powerful control card is. Control decks are against rush deck if you can't finish it off by turn 4. As long the game goes longer, the control player will always win. Now tapping for another magic stone to produce, and using Ophio's ability to get it back on the field by removing another resident from the graveyard. Back to Franky's turn, let's see what he can do. Currently the life point is 2,200 for Franky and 1,800 for Joseph. No, I think Franky's about to discard a lot of cards from him using the Green Beetle's ability. Now the Green Beetle's ability allows you to do a lot of damage on board by discarding each card from your hand. Each card being discarded can gain him 200 attack, and Franky actually discards 3, doing 1,400 damage, putting Joseph down to 1,800 life points. To make matters worse, Franky put another Great down ability to gain 800 life points, and not only that, banishing it as a cost to recover a single resident on the battlefield. Now, Joseph lifebreak last 2 lifebreak to put a Twin Blade Skeleton on the field. Using Loki's ability to remove the resident from the graveyard, burn 100 points damage to all residents on the field, and doing enough damage on the board. So that's the game, guys. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening, guys. Hope you guys enjoy it. Stay tuned for game 2. Peace, guys.